Welcome to this video on the 4 sources of unemployment in the U.S. by Alejandra Reyes.
Good afternoon. My name is Alejandra Reyes, and in today's video, we will be discussing the 4 sources of unemployment in the United States. The unemployment rate is calculated by dividing the number of unemployed persons by the total labor force, which includes employed and unemployed persons. There are 4 types of unemployment in macroeconomics: frictional, structural, cyclical, and seasonal unemployment. Frictional unemployment. It's a short-term unemployment that occurs when people are transitioning between jobs or entering the workforce. This type of unemployment is considered normal and healthy in an economy because it reflects people seeking better opportunities. Some of the examples of frictional unemployment are job searching for graduates, college graduates searching for their first job in their life. Another example is career changes, an individual who quits his or her job and looks for a position in a different industry or sector for a better paying job. Another example is returning to the workforce. A parent leaves the workforce for a few years to raise their children and is now actively searching for employment. Another example is relocation. A person resigns from the company to move to a new city, and it's time to look for a new job at their new location. Structural unemployment happens when there is a mismatch between worker skills and the skills needed by employers. And some of the examples are automation technology, grocery stores replacing cashiers with self-checkout kiosks, or robots replacing assembly line workers, for example. Another example is industry decline, coal miners or print journalists losing jobs due to their shift toward green energy or digital media, respectively. Another example is globalization relocation. Manufacturing factories in the U.S. closing and moving to countries with lower labor costs, leaving specialized workers with no local jobs. And the last example is skills mismatch, a surge in demand for artificial intelligence specialists, while manufacturing jobs disappear, leaving factory workers unable to fill high-tech roles and having to extend their education in order to find or fit the demand of the newer jobs. Clinical unemployment. Clinical unemployment is tied to business cycle and occurs during economic downturns. For instance, during a recession, demand for goods and services falls, leading businesses to lay off workers. This type of unemployment rises during recessions and falls during periods of economic growth. The 2020 pandemic is a perfect example of cyclical unemployment. And the last is seasonal unemployment, which occurs when demand for labor changes at different times of the year. Tourism and hospitality is one of the examples. Ski resort staff, instructors, lift operators in the summer, or lifeguard beach resort staff in the winter. Agriculture is another example. Fruit pickers and field workers hired during planting or harvesting season who are laid off during the cooler or off-season months. And the third example is retail and sales. Retail associates or warehouse workers are hired for the high demand Christmas holiday season, for example. But after the season is completed, they are usually let go. Um, a part of this assignment requested for us to explain how to avoid structural unemployment at a personal level. To avoid a structural unemployment in my own career, I focus on adaptability and continuous learning. I stay updated with technology skills. I recently pursuing higher education. I stay resourceful. I develop transferable skills. I cross train in all areas of my current business, my job. and I avoid outdated skills. And this is hard, especially for people that are not um, very young, because we have the challenge of learning technology, which is a little bit hard for us, but it's necessary. And my personal experience with unemployment. I have personal experience all but the structural unemployment. Frictional unemployment was one of the hardest experiences in my life. As a teenage single parent, I had little or no experience, but a really strong need to support my family. Constant rejection made it discouraging and stressful. I understand that many students will face this, but it is temporary. Things improve as you gain experience and skills, so don't give up. Here's my resource page, and thank you.